Welcome to video number 4. The next stage of the process is to create some squeeze pages for your actual solo ads. Now if you remember in the last video we left off where I created a new solo ad or a new web form and named it Dave's Solo Ad Service. So this is exactly what you need to do for every solo ad that you create. And the next stage of the process is to actually create a new squeeze page for this particular solo ad. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that right now. So the first thing you need to do is go over to your squeeze page. Now for me this is avalanche-listbuilding.com. This is where my squeeze page is currently at. So I go to list building free course because this is my main squeeze page. So I go to this page, and then what you need to do is copy your main squeeze page here. So you just come down to copy to a new draft, click copy to a new draft, and what happens is you'll then get a number 2 at the end of your squeeze page. So what you need to do is delete that and then delete that there. Now you can name your actual squeeze page the same as your web form. Okay, you can name it Dave's Solo Ad Service. You could do that, but something that I do just to keep things nice and easy is I just put ad 1. Okay, put that in there and then just press OK. But there's no harm in you putting something like Dave's Solo Ad, like Dave's SAS or Dave's, I mean you could put the entire word Solo Ad Service there, or Dave Solo. Okay, so it really depends exactly how you want to do it. I just usually put ad 1 and then ad 2 and then ad 3 for every solo ad that I create or every squeeze page that I clone. So for this example I'm just going to do ad 1, okay, and then just keep it nice and simple. So ad 1, put that in there like that. So now all we do is come down to the squeeze page here. This is an important part of this process because if you just clone this, this is going to be exactly the same as your main squeeze page. Okay, here every time you get a new subscriber, it's going to come through and this is going to be under your main squeeze page, so you're not going to know if your new subscriber comes from your particular solo ad that you've just purchased. So this is why you need to do this step that I'm now going to show you how to do. So you come down to here, and this is what I do anyway in OptimizePress. Again, depending on the type of WordPress site that you have, it could be a HTML page, but if you use OptimizePress then you will have to do what I'm doing right now. You delete those, go back over to your web form and Dave's Solo Ad Service there. Remember that's the one that we used as for the example. That's the web form that we created. So you come here and then come down to raw HTML, copy that, go back over, paste that in there like that. Now the next step is important, so make sure you watch exactly what I do. This is of course if you also use OptimizePress. If you don't, then this isn't going to be very relevant. But I scroll up and I go to the div there, and this is what you have to do, otherwise it doesn't track correctly within your account. And then copy that and come down to here, and then when you publish it, the tracking will be set up correctly. If you don't remove those small pieces of code that I just showed you how to do, then it won't track correctly. So if we go to view page, here we go, this is my squeeze page, but I've just basically cloned it for my solo ads, and this is all you have to do for every solo ad that you purchase. You just basically clone your squeeze page. So it's really easy. So what you do, this isn't the end, there's another step yet, because you can't give this to your solo ad provider. You want to be giving your solo ad provider a different link so you can actually check to see how many clicks you get on the actual link. So this is another step in the process. So what you do now is grab the link that we've just created. Remember, this is for Dave's solo ad service. So remember, this is for Dave's solo ad service here. Okay, so we grab that link, there, we copy it, and we go over to Google URL shortener, paste that in there, and then just go to shorten URL, and that is it. We've now got a link that we can give to our solo ad seller, and he can then send that link out to his list. And the reason why you need to be tracking your links is because you want to know the countries that the traffic comes from, and also how many actual clicks come through. Now there are some other different services that you can use apart from Google URL shortener, but I've used Google URL shortener hundreds of times, okay, with solo ads, and it works perfectly fine. You don't need all the whistles and bells. This works absolutely fine. So you just copy that, and then you go over to your solo ad provider or solo ad seller where you've just purchased the solo ad from, and you give them this link. So if we open a new tab, and then there you go, it just went to that squeeze page. And if we go back over to the Google URL and click refresh, it will come back one click, you see. And if we go to details, it will give you a rundown of the country that they came from. And because I'm in the UK, and there you go, the UK. That simple. And this is how you need to track your solo ads. This is what a lot of people don't tell you how to do. So I hope you now understand exactly how to track everything when it comes to your creation of your solo ad campaign. This is exactly how I do it, and I've done it over 100 times with my solo ads, and I do it every single time like this, like I've just shown you. And it's a proven and tested way to track your solo ads. And the best thing is it's completely free. Okay, you don't need any fancy software. You just look in your Aweber account or your autoresponder account, and once you've ran quite a few solo ads, you can look down the list at a glance, and you can look at all the different conversion rates that you've got, and you can identify from a glance and very quickly the ones that have converted best for you, the opt-in rate. So this is how I do everything, and it works fantastic. There's one more thing I want to take you through before I end the video that I didn't cover in an earlier video. Right, now when you deliver your free offer to your subscriber, there's a few different ways that you can do it, but the way I do it is I deliver it in my first follow-up message. So if we go to my first follow-up message, grab your free list building videos here. Now this is all I do. This is the way I do everything with my lists, okay? I'm not saying you have to do the same as me, but this is something that I do, and it works really well, and it conditions people to open their email to get the information from you. So this is the first step to building a responsive subscriber and a responsive email list. If you just insert your link in the first follow-up message that you send out to your subscriber after they've joined your list, they can then look down the email, and then just click on the link there, click here for the videos, you see, and then they will get directed over to this page here. And that's it. Thank you for subscribing. Your free videos are below. You see, this is how the entire process works, and that is exactly how you can set up your first profitable solo ad campaign. Now that's the end of video 4. I will see you in video 5, and the last video I'm going to give you 5 solo ads that you can start to use to build your list. This is a bonus video that I've put together for you. So I will see you in video 5. Take care.